call.
Cheers, baby.
Cheers.
Let's do this.
To a Friday well spent. I got the recipe and it's called Black Magic.
Okay, I need to start with begin again because...
Ingrid, Michaelson, and ZAYN? So
Yes.
first of all, where the hell has Ingrid Michaelson been?
I feel like we have to do Taylor's song next. And then, how about a Lil Nas X moment?
Yes, Call Me By Your Name. Have you seen the video?
No,
of
have
him?
you?
So I saw a little portion of the video. He's like on a stripper pole, like descending into hell with his like leg. Lil Nas can do no wrong in my head.
True. Okay, so then I think from that we'll do Brockhampton, and then we'll get into Major Lazer, we see in Labrinth, and then All Time Low. Okay, shall we?
Yes, we shall.
Hello, Internet. My name is Stabby. Thank you so much for coming to my little slice of YouTube. As you can see, Landon is back. So if you haven't met him, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. I am Landon. I am, I would say one of Savvy's closest friends, but she can tell you whatever she wants. I'm going to believe I'm the main character in her life besides her co-starring in Savvy's life. We are work friends, but more importantly, we are friends. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thankful for another week of life and a new Music Friday.
Yeah.
And I like that. I feel I've only been on your channel before for album reactions. I've never been here for a new Music Friday.
Well, and I don't usually have people joining me for New Music Friday because I'm usually like alone that day. But I think you're actually going to be seeing Landon in a second video because I don't know, we're going to see how we're feeling after we film this, but I think you might be joining me for the Zara Larsson Poster Girl reaction.
I'm here for all of it, and I'm here because Savvy's here. So without her, none of this would be possible.
It's
I'm
true.
just gonna.
It's true. And I just want to say thank you because without you, this might still be happening, but like I wouldn't have 12,000 subscribers. So thank you so much for 12,000. It is so exciting that I get to share this with you. And without further ado, let's get into this shit, okay?
Yeah, get into it.
Okay, so we want to start with something from last week since I did not do a New Music Friday. But a lot of you guys were commenting on my videos asking for me to react to ZAYN's new song with Ingrid Michaelson. So here we are.
Ingrid.
This song is called To Begin Again. I'm not ready for something to destroy me. I'm not.
When the world was ending, I'd hold you in my arms, and we talked about the places we'd never been. When the world was ending, we'd hold on to the past, cause it's all we thought that we would ever see.
Maybe it's to get back to normal.
Maybe.
When the world was ending, we looked up at the sky, and we talked about the last song that we played.
His vocals.
Why do they sound so great together? I would never pair them.
Come on, harmonies.
Chicken Parmesan, that sounds amazing. It's okay. We love a hopeful pop bop.
This is so cute. I love
it. It's okay.
Give us those octaves.
Another day.
More? Are we building or are we?
Try to begin again, to begin, to live and love and breathe again.
Give me that vocal outro every single time, ZAYN, and I will never complain. How they they sound so good together, though.
I would have never paired these two together
wouldn't either.
in a million years. But like,
But it was beautiful.
it was so complimentary.
Actually, after hearing his last album, I can see how they would have gotten to where they were. But I would love to be a fly on the wall when that conversation happened, or like a bug in the phone. You know, just talking about like, hey, do you want to make a song together?
Hey, Ingrid.
Like, who called who?
You know, that's always a fascinating topic. Like, how do these collabs find themselves happening?
Yeah.
Like, does Lady Gaga hit up Ari
Also,
or
who wrote this? Things that, the questions that we need, questions that need answers.
Let us know.
Oh, it's written by both of them with another person.
Interesting.
So they, thank you.
Thank you, Ingrid and ZAYN, for blessing us.
This was beautiful.
It really was a breath of fresh air, and like in the part of the lyrics is to like breathe, and like I felt myself inclined to like woosah. I loved
Woosah.
woosah.
We love it. We love it. Okay, next song is new Taylor Swift. I'm very excited about this.
Wait, from the vault, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
never before her.
Before her. You all over me.
You all over me.
Hey.
Been a minute.
Has it? Like
don't read me.
a minute. So you all over me. Let me take a drink.
Cheers.
I'm ready for some Taylor vocals. She's been sounding so good recently.
Yes, ma'am.
I think Aaron Dessner produced this.
We love the acoustic.
This is already
It's giving me
so
fearless.
but also very modern Taylor.
Once the last drop of rain has dried off the pavement, shouldn't I find a stain? But I never do. Reminds me of you.
I have goosebumps because
Found graffiti on the walls.
it's so Taylor.
It's very nostalgic.
Fearless era.
Yes.
It's how it used to
The
be.
harmonica too is getting me.
Can't change where it's been. Reminds me of me. I lived and I learned. Had you got burned, wasted time.
This is Maren Morris.
Yes.
I knew there was somebody else in this track.
Yes.
But no amount of freedom gets you clean. I've still got you all over me.
This is not what I expected.
Imagine this coming from a 15-year-old.
First day of June. Don't you wish you had me?
Retweet.
Then every breath of air I breathe reminds me of then.
They sound so good together.
Yes, they do.
And I lived and I learned. Had you got burned, held out and held on. God knows too long. But no amount of freedom gets you clean. I've still got you all over me.
I'm already obsessed. It's just the right
Maren's
amount
harmonies
of
are
feeling.
so like soft and like buttery.
I kind of want to hear more
I
of
learned
her.
we're never really meant to be. So I cried, and I watched a part of myself die. 'Cause no amount of freedom gets you clean. I still got you all over me.
Fuck me
Still got
up.
you, still got you all over me.
Oh, that came from my feelings.
Again, if this was from the vault, whenever she wrote Fearless, how old was she when she wrote Fearless?
I have no
I feel
idea.
like she was like 16.
Oh, 18 or 19.
Okay,
When
okay.
it came out.
But still, like, for that to come from such a young, like, heart.
Yes, yeah.
As-
She's been writing.
Mm.
She's been writing for years.
It was like a cousin to Teardrops on My Guitar, a
Okay.
little bit. Because,
Okay.
like, you know, I got the, it's a little melancholy. It's a little
Yeah.
like, I wish, like, I'm yearning to get over you, but I can't, like, kind of rid myself of those feelings. Like, you're always going to be part of my story.
Next song is Montero.
Hey.
Call Me By Your Name. This is Lil Nas X. We stand.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's gonna be a bop or if it's gonna be something like chill, but you know, gay rights. Alright with the electric.
I called it bad just today. You hit me with a call to your place. Ain't been out in a while anyway. Was hoping I could catch you throwing smiles in my face. Romantic talking, you don't even have to try. You're cute enough to fuck with me tonight. Looking at the table, all I see is green and white. Cocaine and drinking with your friends. You live in the dark, boy, I cannot pretend. I'm not faced, only here to sin. If you ain't in your garden, you know that you can. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me in the morning, I'll be on the way. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me out by your name, I'll be on the way. Like, every time that I speak, a dime and a nine, it was mine every week. What a time and a climb that was shining on me. I'm not faced, only here to sin. If you ain't in the garden, you know that you can. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me in the morning, I'll be on the way. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me out by your name, I'll be on the way. Call me by your name.
Hey. I love that guitar.
Ooh, okay. What are your feelings?
It's giving me very much like summer spicy vibe.
Yeah,
you know?
I was gonna say this is a summer bop. Like I want to hear this. I'm not gonna hear it out my window because they're only gonna play Spanish music and it's not a Spanish song, but that's okay. They're also probably homophobic, so
true. I could see like a Latin pop artist feature on this in the future.
Yeah, I would love like a Karol G moment. Like I feel like she would do.
I was gonna say Ozuna, but I could definitely see a Karol G.
Becky
G.
Yeah, Becky G too. Ozuna would be nice too, though.
I could see.
Ozuna.
Yeah, same.
If NYA wasn't homophobic, that would be cool. But
I don't know if he posted it or somebody else posted it. It was like Lil Nas to 14-year-old Lil Nas. He was like, I'm not gonna be that kind of gay when I grow up. But like what he's doing is paving the way for Black gay men to be able to step out of what they've been pigeonholed into forever.
Yeah.
And and like to be so young and fearless and to continue to do that, like, mad props.
Being able to be queer in a world that is primarily cis straight is a feat in and of itself.
Right. Much less be Black queer.
Yes.
Right? Which is already like cis straight white. Like he is fighting odds. So props. Again, props.
We stand.
And do.
Okay, the next track is from Brockhampton. Have you ever listened to Brockhampton?
Maybe a couple of like the more popular things.
Okay,
but I don't listen religiously.
So they're brilliant. I got to see them once at Firefly and they were fucking insane. It was one of the best sets ever. But this is their new song BUZZCUT featuring Danny Brown.
Come on, Danny.
Which, if I'm not wrong, let me just make sure. Yeah, rapper.
So we're gonna have some bars.
Okay, let's do BUZZCUT. The music is always so interesting. It's so dope.
I'm kind of getting 90s vibes already. Oh, never mind.
Let me just turn this up.
Who let the dope boys out? Thank God you let me crash on your couch. Who's my guy that I'm praying to now? Early 2000s, they try to jump again, Latino protection. Any direction, you gave me your blessing. Texting, I text him, I told him I got him. Told him I made it to Hollywood. All they took was a summer to fail. Platinum record, not gonna keep my black ass out of jail. This is real. Got my cousin doing time. He was barely pushing down. Whole family curse. Now get the fuck out my ride.
This
Get the fuck out my ride. There's no shit. Guess my get the fuck out my ride.
is aggressive.
These motherfuckers so good. Niggas ain't out for your insane. She want me saying
the bass.
Yeah, nigga, we back up in this thing. Get the fuck out my ride. That's all I got for you. Niggas, it'll drive you crazy. What is God to you niggas? Goddamn, motherfucker.
That ended like a Weekend song.
Okay. Yeah, I love an outro.
Same.
I really do. I love Brockhampton.
I wanted
So
to
I
just
kind of
like,
knew what to expect. Yeah.
you know, like
Mhm.
it was very much angst. Like I wanted to be in the gym. I wanted to be like hitting the reps. I wanted to be like out in the streets in people's face.
Yeah,
That
this
was-
makes me so excited for their album. Like,
There were so many layers, like
yeah, the
intricate.
production is always just on point.
I will say this type of music is not normally my cup of tea. I'm like a sad boy vibe. I don't listen to a lot of like aggressive music. And I think I really appreciated the moments where everything like dropped out.
Yeah.
And like you had like the subtle like vocals, or you had like the echo. Like like a roller coaster. I feel like there were so many components of that one song. Took you on a journey.
If you're ever interested in listening to more of their music, it's all just as interesting.
Really?
Yes. I think it's just very creative in a level that isn't always present, especially in pop music and pop culture.
Mm.
So I think that's something that I really like and I really respect about Brockhampton, is that they are very unique and they are very willing to get outside the box and do things that aren't considered normal for pop culture and pop music, and still have really strong production at the core of it.
The intentionality behind it, I can tell that there was a lot of, we're having this part, this moment, this, and like that takes time, that takes effort. Like the appreciation I have for that, I'm like, yes, I see it, I feel it, I hear it.
level.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay, next song is Titans. This is a major Lazer track, but it's featuring Sia and Labrinth. So like,
Love.
give me the vocals.
Two of my favorites. Like, unexpected favorites, though, I will say. At some point in my life, I feel like Sia became just like a really... you know, like, where did she... Like, I don't know. Like, she like, crept in, and then she, like, came to my... Well, first of all, Breathe Me. I'm still breathing. I'm still... That one, that whole album.
Mm-hmm.
I also was going through a breakup, so maybe... It was really, like...
In that
Yeah.
little Cancer moon.
Period.
Just grabbing onto some shreds of...
But I really do feel like Sia is an underappreciated diva of our
So,
time. Also, poor
here's the
vocal.
thing.
Poor vocal baby.
Here's the thing. I love Sia. I really do. I did not react to her last album on my channel because of how problematic it was. Did you listen to it at all?
That's the one with the smiley face on it?
Mhm.
I didn't listen to the full thing.
I heard some of the singles. I reacted
I heard
to some
Together.
of the singles on this channel. But the way that she handled casting her film. So this movie is centered around someone with autism, or there's someone in it who has autism.
Got it.
And instead of casting an actor with autism, she cast an able-bodied person. And then when she was critiqued for that, defended it.
Mm.
So it was like, okay, I can't. It's really hard to support someone when they won't humble themselves and
I hear that.
accept that they could have made a better choice in the moment that they did.
On the
You know-
Labrinth front, what is the last album Labrinth has given us? I feel like...
I haven't heard anything since Euphoria.
Oh, I feel like the last song that like I've heard from Labrinth was the Beneath You're Beautiful. I feel like that... Maybe I just haven't been catching up, but...
Let me
See beneath you're beautiful. He did Euphoria.
Yeah, I think that was the most recent thing I've heard from him. Okay, he released a cover of Ave Maria in December.
Okay, Christmas.
But yeah, nothing else since Imagination and the Misfit Kid in 2019.
So I guess him and Sia have been like
They
a...
clapped before.
Okay. LSD.
LSD.
Labrinth, Sia, and
Oh,
Diplo.
Someone did tell me to react to them.
But like LSD was, I mean, Thunderclouds was a while back, 2019.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, so
That's
that
all.
makes sense. So Labrinth and Sia have had a look for a while.
Mhm.
Lego.
Okay, so the song is called Titans.
don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight. I love cheap thrills. It's so similar.
I love it.
It's
love it.
very summer boppy.
Very summer bop. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to unhear the what
Cheap thrills.
Yeah, I'm not gonna unhear the cheap thrills of it all.
Up with it, girl. Up with it, girl.
But I'm also not
But
mad
I'm
about it because I love that song.
I already see the TikTok mashups happening.
Ooh.
Right? And like dance trends.
I wish I had the software now so I could just.
I mean,
But-
GarageBand, right?
No, I think you need some other kind of
Logic.
software to
Mix.
to make that happen. Yeah. Summer vibes for sure.
It's the beat. It's that beat. We've heard that same, and I know it's a like I don't know if it's reggaeton or it's like a Latin beat.
Yeah.
It's the cat cat cat. It's popular in like a lot of songs,
Yeah.
honestly. Like I remember that Ed Sheeran song, and then like Cheap Thrills even gave these like cat.
Oh, for sure.
And like I think that is just a beat that we associate with like dance, and I think because we associate that with like celebration or partying, it becomes like a summer bop.
It's just good vibes. I love it.
Yeah, I'm here for it. I don't think it's life changing, but I do think that like it gets stuck in my head.
It'll be one of those that like when I look back on summer 2021, this will probably be one of the songs that like if I listen to it in a couple years, it'll probably bring me back.
Take me back, yeah.
To this summer. I need to start working on a summer playlist.
We love a summer playlist. I kid you not. Big Girls Don't Cry still takes me back to the summer of 2007, riding in a Mustang with my aunt and my cousin, going down I-12 to Hammond.
Amazing.
Backstory.
Amazing. Final track for New Music Friday. This is All Time Low. Where my pop punk fans at? Where my emo babies at?
Emo babes.
I am one of you. The track is called Once in a Lifetime. And I've heard it's a bop, so...
Once in a lifetime. I wanna drink, wanna think, write a song about it. I wanna smoke, make a joke, try to hide the damage. I wanna drive this car right over the edge of every bad idea I didn't have yet. We already made this bed, now I can't even sleep. Once in a lifetime, never the right time to get fast and kill me slow. Try to forget you.
Yes!
So let it out, so no more. Once in a lifetime, never the right time to throw out everything we had. Try to forget you, gotta protect you. I had to hopefully break this bed. Once in a lifetime.
This is giving me summer vibes, too.
Middle school vibe.
Yeah. Welcome to Pop Punk.
Right? The hair!
This is the longest it's ever been, so I need to put it to use.
I know there's no turning back. We already made this bed, and I can't even sleep in it. Once in a lifetime, never the right time to get fast and kill me slow. Try to forget you, gotta pretend to. Once in a lifetime, never the right time to throw out everything we had. Once in a lifetime. Once in a lifetime.
I'm a fan.
She's a ceiling fan.
I'm not sure if I'm lightheaded because of the headbanging or if I'm lightheaded because of the margarita.
All the
But
above.
either way, my soul needs to transcend back into my body. But I'm a big fan. I love this kind of music. It just makes it brings me back to my youth.
At first I was getting na 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 na, and then I was getting the other song. What's the band that Miley Cyrus's brother was in?
Oh my god, Metro
Station.
Metro Station.
And I also, there was some point where I got a little bit of Veronica's, like, I go, ooh,
It's
ooh,
all just
you
like
go.
very pop rock kind of vibes.
Oh.
What a fun week.
What a good mix.
It's been a fun week in music. That's for sure.
What was your fave? Any fave?
They were all really strong this week, actually.
I know. I was thinking the
I like
same.
the Lil Nas X. I like the Taylor Swift. I love the ZAYN and Ingrid Michaelson. The Brockhampton hits. Titans goes off, and this all-time low pops too. Like it's just, we're hit for hit this week.
It's a breadth of songs. I
Yeah.
think Begin Again, maybe it's just because it's the first one, so it sticks out of my mind, but I also think like that one.
Yeah, that was very impactful. I think just the combination of Ingrid and ZAYN was just like really like soul touching.
Right.
Okay, so we forgot to add this to New Music Friday, so I'm probably just gonna like throw this in. I'm so sorry, first of all, but before anybody yells at me, I'm exhausted. But this is Demi Lovato's new song, Dancing with the Devil, and it's gonna be great. So don't mind the fact that we're not wearing the same outfits, because it's totally fine. It's absolutely fine. Okay, Miss Vocal.
Just a little red wine, I'll be fine.
Oh, wait, but she has a
Like I
diction.
wanna do
Oh.
this every night.
Vocals.
Twisted reality, hopeless insanity. I was dancing with the devil, out of control. Almost made it to heaven. It was closer than you know. When you're dancing with the devil.
I'm so fucking proud of her. Everything that she has been through has been wild.
This.
It's just a little white line, I'll be fine. But soon that little white line is a little glass pie.
Oh shit.
She's putting all of her addiction like on full blast.
Hopeless insanity.
Proud of her.
I told you I was okay, but I was lying. I was dancing with the devil, out of control. When you're dancing with the devil, harder than my limit. Yeah, I thought that I could quit it. Yeah, I thought that I could walk away easily, but here I am falling down on my knees. Lord, I'm sorry for dancing with the devil.
She gonna hit it. She gonna come back real hard, you think?
Yeah.
Yes, high notes.
With the devil.
Fuck.
Drops mic.
That's it.
That-
That's it.
Gosh, oh, I love that. I think
She's so good.
that was my favorite from New Music Friday.
Yeah.
That one
Well,
was-
I don't know. That ZAYN and Ingrid song is still.
That's true.
Still
Plus
gets
Lil
stuck in my
Nas.
head.
Lil Nas.
Lil Nas.
This reminded me of that Michael. Well, I say Michael. It's a Michael Bublé cover of that Nina Simone song,
It's in
"Feeling
my
Good."
blood.
That's exactly the vibes. And like this big band, like
the production of it is very sultry and exactly what you like, exactly the vibe of Dancing with the Devil.
I could almost see this being like the headline song for like a Bond movie. Like it had that effect. It was very like that mood.
Well, this is the title album, or the title track from her new album. So I'm very, very
She's
excited
titular. I love that word is so funny to me. I will say, if there's anything that I feel that Demi has consistently delivered on, like throughout her progress, she's always been a very great vocalist. Like in her wherever she's at, you know, like the vocals have always been there, and it's staying true. And like it's even more impressive to me knowing that she's battled and struggled all this addiction, and there's so much pain and hardship behind it, and she's still able to just like belt it out.
Well, and that's the other thing, is I think there's really something to be said for her and her vulnerability and her consistency in her accountability. I think Demi, she's been through some shit. She's dealt with some addictions and some shit that a lot of other people have never even thought about, you know? But she, I feel like, is one of the first celebrities to, through consistent vulnerability and commitment to accountability, she's really been a voice for people who struggle with addictions in the same way that she does. So I don't know if that's fair to say, because I have never struggled with addictions in that way, so I can't say that that's what she's doing, and she is speaking and giving a voice to those things, but that's what it seems like to me, and it's in a very positive and encouraging way, in a way that will destigmatize addiction in celebrity.
That's exactly what my perception has been. It's like, I can't speak to the addiction part of it, but I can say my perception of Demi Lovato has been that along each step of the way, there has been transparency, and there has been vulnerability, and the fact that she's sharing it openly is very courageous and brave, and like you're saying, destigmatizing that and making it, if Demi Lovato, like this pop star, this very like icon, or I want to say like very popular figure in our society can do it, then like it's not as taboo. And so I completely agree with you there that like it's helping open more doors and have more conversations,
which we love.
Period.
So I'm excited for her album. I can't wait to hear it.
Yes. Come on, New Music Friday.
Anyway, thanks for being here.
Happy to be here.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for clicking on this video. We really appreciate you hanging out. I would love to know in the comments what your favorite track was this week, or maybe there was something that I missed that I need to go back and listen to. But for now, thanks for stopping by. If you want to catch us on social media, our handles will be here. If you want to catch us in other reactions, we'll have those linked as well. But for now, we love you, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one. Mwah.
Ciao for now.